all of this and more just for this? Do you travel in an RV with your dog, part-time, full-time? We're going to give you some of our experiences, some of the things that we use over the 3+ years that we have been traveling full-time. This is our new pup, Scruffy. Now, this is not a fashion statement. She was recently spayed, and thank you, Wendy Cannon, for bringing this, because the plastic cone of shame was horrible. We are not saying that you have to have all these items. We are just two people that started full-timing. Now we're going on our 4th year in our RV with dogs. And we wanted to share the things that we bought ourselves that we are glad that we bought. This is pretty much what a lot of people might have at home already. Whether you're full-time, part-time, this is what you're probably going to bring with you when you take your dog on the road. You have your dog food, you have your treats, you have your containers with the treats. If your dog is crate trained, which this is the first time we've had a crate trained dog, so we purchased this recently. So we have the treat, favorite blanket, favorite toys, shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, flea comb for those hikes. Very much needed. Medicine. Now, when we first started this, we had a couple senior dogs. So we also had doggy diapers. And I also bought a little raincoat. See, it's a raincoat on one side, and this was a warmer on the other side. But I also bought this little sweater. And this is pretty much, most of you already have this in your home. So just make a checklist, what you need to put in the RV for your dog, just like you would for the stuff that you pack for yourself. Before we got the RV, we actually got the Ram 3500 long bed crew cab big butt dually. And yes, Larry has 2 videos about his truck. It's his first truck and he loves it. We wanted to protect the truck. So we got this seat protector. We ordered online. And it's supposed to be for a truck like this. I think it should be a little longer, actually. But I got this one specifically because it has this zipper in the center so that we can keep the dog back here, but if we needed to, we could unzip, reach back, and deal with the dog. Also, it has these little pockets over here, and I keep an extra water in here. And what we use it for is, this is our no-spill dog bowl. And it actually does work pretty well. There's water in there right now, but Larry 3D printed a lid. They don't come with lids. So he 3D printed a lid, and this is the bowl we actually use for inside as well. Now, we originally, and this is learning from experience, a $25 dog bowl that had this like handle on the side, and it got all mildewy inside that handle part, and it was really tough to clean. This thing was like $8. And I so prefer this one. The other thing we always make sure we have in here is, this is her favorite doggy blanket. She's a puppy. What are you gonna do? It's Grogu. So we make sure she has her doggy blanket. We make sure she has treats. We recently discovered the Himalayan cheese. What's it called?
Yak cheese.
Yak cheese. Because the people that had Scruffy before us had yak cheese. So we want to give her some continuity. She loves her yak cheese. So we give her that. We make sure she has some of her favorite toys. We make sure that we always have an extra leash and thing of doggy bags, because you think you won't forget, but you're at a rest stop and you're like, oh man, I forgot the leash. And you don't want to go inside the RV just to get it. So we keep this inside just in case. And yes, we spoil our dogs. We have this screen here to keep the sun off our fur babies. Larry just put these little suction cup things on here.
No anxiety med for this dog?
No, we used to keep anxiety meds, and I still have it with me just in case. She is such a good traveler. She sleeps. Another thing that you want to make sure you have with you in the truck is, and later in the RV, is a folder dedicated just to your dog. Because one, crossing the border, they want to see that rabies sheet. And there are many campgrounds that we found that they have signs and they say, I want to see, that your dog has had their rabies vaccine, and they won't take just a picture of it. So we keep all her records, and this is just really small right now because we've only had her for a couple months, but we're keeping all her records in here so that we have it on the road and inside the RV just in case. Okay, these are a few of the things that after trying other items, we bought these and we decided that these worked for us. One is we went through a lot of harnesses, but this is actually our favorite harness. Actually, it's cheaper if you can go to Walmart and get it than Amazon. But the problem is every time we go to Walmart to get one of these, it has this extra little pocket in the front, and I have no idea what you're supposed to do with that, but it's twice as much without the pocket on Amazon. So the reason why we like this harness so much is, one, it's got this nice little padding. You can see right here. And she is a puppy. She pulls. She's usually really good about this, but she's on the table, so this might be a little harder. But you just place the whole thing over, and she usually lifts her legs up herself, puts that one in, and then she lifts her leg up. See, she started to lift it up on the other side, put it in, and then you just cinch it tight. And the reason why I like these is because, one, small dogs often have problems with their trachea. And if you've got a dog that pulls, even if they're trained, they could pull, it doesn't choke them. I just feel like I have more control. Now, this is a preference. If you like harnesses, this is the harness we like. We prefer a 6-foot leash, and it's because of this. City, county, state, national, private, when you look at dog rules, it specifically states 6-foot leash or less. We do not like the retractable ones. I'm not going to get into the whole thing about that. We're probably going to do an RV dog etiquette video, and that'll include those leashes. So, whatever leash, 6 foot. Now, poo bag holders. So this is something that Larry 3D printed. He has not put it in his store yet because he's still perfecting it. But the reason why we like this is because once the poo bag is full of poo, you can actually slip it through the hole, notch it here, and then you're not holding on to the poo. The poo is way away from you. Now, bags, we actually do like this specific bag because we found when you pull this off, sometimes it's really hard to pull them apart, but these pull off pretty easily. Booties. So I had a senior dog, Scrappy, and she was a bit of a princess, and she didn't like the stickers at a spot. So I bought these booties. I'm not saying I recommend these booties. These actually would come off often, but these tie on. I bought these because they were inexpensive, and she was already a senior dog, never wore booties, so I wanted to experiment with inexpensive booties before, I purchased them. There are a lot of dog bowls out there for hiking and walking. We prefer something simple, lightweight like this. This is just one of those collapsible bowls that opens up, but it has this little spot for a carabiner, so you can hook it onto a backpack or even on your waist or wherever. And it's just real simple. Open it up, pour your own water because you're bringing water for yourself. So why bring a whole nother bottle just for the dog? Pour it in, they get it, you're done, hook it up. Now, doggy backpack. We, again, had another senior dog, plus she had congestive heart failure. So we researched doggy backpacks. We do have a video on that. And the 3 doggy backpacks that I show in the video, we actually returned all of them, got our money back because I found this one. This is the one I prefer and that I had used for Chewy. We have tried it out twice with Scruffy, so she's still new with it. I didn't think I'd use a doggy backpack again, but then we found out that Scruffy is a wimp when it's hot out. so she can't walk that far. And I think, again, she's not used to hiking. She was probably like an indoor dog before we got her. Plus, we were at a trail at Myakka where there were gators. So I was like, okay, I would rather have Scruffy inside the backpack than on a leash where a gator could be around the corner. Of course, one of the favorite things of having an RV dog is, what do you do with the poo? Well, at first we used to just use plastic bags, put it in there, maybe hang it close by. But the smell, I don't care how great your dog is, it's a smell. Now this, I'm not gonna open it because there's actually poo inside, but believe it or not, I can be right next to it. There is poo in here right now, I swear. This is a composting bin. I think we ordered it when we were in Canada. And I can't remember why we discovered it or how we discovered it. I just know, thank goodness we discovered it, because we put the poo in here, lock it closed, and you cannot smell it. And we hang it on the hitch in front of our fifth wheel, but I'm sure there's some other place you can hang it. We don't actually use this. Larry just tied a little rope on there so it would hang easily, but oh, thank goodness we have this. We do groom our dogs on the road. This is just the set that we use, and you'll know we're not professional dog groomers if you've seen videos of our dogs. They basically just get the puppy cut. We do that because it cuts down on the stickers and the ticks you can find more easily, and so on. Larry already had a Dremel because he loves his Dremel. He uses it for so much. But we bought special tips that are for dremeling the dog's nails, and we are so glad that we did that. There are Dremels specifically for grooming the dog, but if you already have a Dremel, why buy another Dremel just for the dog? Another great use of this is I groom Larry on the road. So I actually take the dog clippers and I shear him he gets the puppy cut too. And this saves money. You do it yourself. If you take your dog to a groomer, this is like 45, 50 bucks. Nail Dremel is like 10, 15, $20. So it's one of the ways that we save money. Now, we used to have these on our sticks and bricks because you want to alert the emergency services if you have pets inside. So we got one specifically for the RV. Now, the reason why I'm holding my hand here is because my phone number is here and Larry's phone number. Now, don't come by and go get our phone number now. This is for emergencies only. This is just in case something happens. Our phone numbers are right there. They can call us if we're not here, and they know that we have a pet inside. Now, one of the things we did in the very beginning when we were practicing before we went full time is Larry put these RV grip steps on here. We have a whole video about it, how he put them on and so on, because our pups were wimps, and many dogs don't like the metal stairs. They're afraid to go up and down them. And frankly, people have complained also because when they get wet, they're slippery. So we have these nice grippy steps. Now, one of the things Larry did is he upgraded this screen here. Can you see the difference between here and here? Chewy decided to tear up the screen here.
So, Chewy here has torn up our screen. So, what I need to do is pull up this tape that we did because she basically tore through the screen here. See the difference between this screen and this screen.
So he got the super thick screen. It's heavy duty, and we had no problem after that. Chewy did not rip into it. But the reason why I like it is Scruffy is right there and you can't really see her. I've been begging Larry to replace these screens as well because you cannot see inside, but you can see outside no problem. So Larry, get on it and put some of this up here. Another inexpensive upgrade was Larry put these stair treads. Now, actually, he originally kind of put them on for me because I like to wear socks in the RV and I would slip because this is originally very slippery. So he put this on here for us, but then we discovered the dogs would run up and down much easier as well. So this is the same doggy bowl that we use in the truck, and all you do is I take off the lid and you can see how easy it would be to clean. And we put it on this special little rubber mat that actually is really pretty for a doggy mat. We bought our Grand Design used, and this is one of the upgrades that the original owners had. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is if you have a dog, having a shower head that does this instead of those new like rain ones that they have, it makes it a lot easier to wash your dog. A common concern for a lot of RVers is leaving their pet inside the RV alone. And this is just something we've developed over the years that works for us. And this is more recent. This is the crate. She's really good about going in the crate because she sleeps in it every night. She's used to it. So we put her in the crate. We have her favorite doggy blanket again. She's gnawing on her yak. Can I have it for a second, baby? She's gnawing on her yak cheese right now because she loves this, and this is what keeps her quiet. We use, believe it or not, white noise machine, which we started out for me, but I actually put it next to her at night and when we're gone. And then this is camera they probably don't even sell anymore, and we're not recommending this. This is not specifically for dogs. This is something Larry bought back when we had Sticks and Bricks, but it is an internet camera. And what we really like about this one is it does swivel around so we can actually look for her. You can actually hear her, and if we wanted to, we could talk to her, which Larry does sometimes, which really bothers the dog and freaks him out, and he's got to stop doing that. So you can talk to the dog can hear you, you can hear the dog, you can move it around, you can see it even if it's a little dark. So this is one of the things we do. We also pull down all the shades. We put the radio on, and we also pull the handle over the door because we had an incident where we thought the door was closed. Again, this is before we had a crate, and Scrappy left the RV. We come back and our door is wide open.
Oh no! We end up at
Thank you, Mooch and Sherry, for saving our puppy.
Do you travel with a dog in your RV? Please let us know some of your experiences in the comments below. Now, we would really love it also if you subscribe to our channel and check out more of our videos. And just remember, downsizing does make sense.